to share what essential oils you can use if you're currently pregnant or for assisting you in labour and the birth of your baby. So I'm Mel Craven and I work as a doula and a prenatal yoga teacher, as well as a young living essential oil lover. I love all things about essential oils, and I use them in my work as a doula with pregnant women and to assist women through labour and also later on when they've brought babs home. So I decided to come on live and give you a little bit of a 101 about essential oils for pregnancy and childbirth. So if you want to invite any friends to watch, and I'll also record so you can share this and let everyone know, that would be fantastic. And I have a little presentation, so I'm going to make myself small and attempt to share my screen. So let's see if it works. Okay. Ta-da! Can you see that? Yes, great. So essential oils for pregnancy and birth. What can you use? And first of all, what are essential oils? So let's just go through that. So essential oils are extracted from plants. So they're the essence of plants. So it might be from the flower or the seed or the bark or the root, the petals, as in the case of rose oil. And the way that we harvest these beautiful essential oils is through a process called distillation. So this is where the oil and the water is separated by heating up these elements using steam, and then the oil is separated out from the plant. So as you can imagine, they're highly concentrated and have a very strong aroma. So when you use essential oils, I'll be covering all the safety that you need to keep in mind. So don't just grab a bottle of essential oil and start whacking it everywhere. There's some really important things you need to know so that it's safe. They're highly, highly effective, and you only need a tiny drop. So they're very healing as well. So it's plant medicine. So plant medicine can, it's never going to take the place. I'll never say don't go and follow up with your medical practitioner, but it can definitely work alongside and really boost your health and the health of your body during pregnancy. And this medicine, these healing properties of the plants, can actually bring a lot of relief to typical things that you might experience in your pregnancy. So I'm going to talk a bit about that later. We're going to cover things like nausea and heartburn and headaches, and then just feelings of depression, because oils also work on your emotional state, and sometimes pregnancy isn't that happy for everyone. A lot of people feel quite down and sick. So we're going to look at how oils might be able to turn that around a little bit and maybe even make you feel fabulous. So let's just see if this is working and if we can see me on Facebook. Okay. Okay, so rose oil, for example, just to get a 15 ml, like a little bottle like this of rose oil, it takes 65 pounds of rose petals. So that's why some oils are quite expensive. Rose is like one of the most expensive essential oils. So how do they work? Well, these essential oils are very small molecules that can go into the cells. So when we put them on our skin, they can actually go through the skin and be absorbed into our bloodstream and then carried around the body, so they can affect all of our organs and systems. We can also use them by inhaling, so they go in through the nose and up into this whole limbic system, which stimulates memories and brings about feelings, different emotions, so it can go in that way. And also it does go into the bloodstream eventually that way as well. And also you can ingest the essential oils, so you can actually add them to your diet. So the Young Living oils are very high quality. So if I say during this presentation you can add a drop and actually put it into your body, make sure you're only using the very, very best high therapeutic grade oils. And the oils that we can ingest in Young Living have actually been approved by the FDA in America. Okay, so just be careful. All right, so let's see. If it doesn't seem to be going live on Facebook, so maybe that's not working. But anyway, I'll pop this up later. So essential oils have enhanced lives for thousands of years. So there's references to them with the Egyptians and then the Bible, and they were basically our first medicine before we started to develop them in laboratories and add more synthetic components. So it's like our first pure medicine that we used as humans. So it's not like it's something new. And these oils were used for religious and ceremonial reasons, and they are still today. However, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how we can use them for pregnancy and birth. So you can use them to inspire a positive emotional state. So this can help you when you're preparing to birth your baby. You can take the oils into the birth room and diffuse them, or have them going in your home when you're in that early labor, or just whenever you go into a nice relaxation as you're thinking about your birth, you can use these oils to help you. And I know lots of doulas love to bring in these oils into the birth, and the birth room just smells amazing, and even the nurses and the doctors feel calm. Soothe your nervous system. So I'm going to talk about specific oils which work on our central nervous system and help activate that, all those hormones that create more calm and serene feeling in your body, rather than the adrenaline and all the uptight hormones that can be around fear that might make you less able to relax and move with your body. So during labor, we want our body to just work and to relax and not to be tight, because if we're tight, it's hard for the baby to move through the birth canal. So we can really soothe our nervous system with these oils. And prior to having the baby, when the baby's growing in the womb, there's often a lot of heartburn and indigestion and fluid retention and nausea. It might sound familiar. So there's oils that can help to ease these complaints. And relieve contraction pain. Like I said, there's some wonderful ways that you can massage oils into parts of the body. There's like the natural epidural spot that I teach the partners, where you can massage right down by the sacrum, the tailbone. And if you add some essential oils and massage this area, it's just like a natural epidural. It's amazing. So you can make up a special blend. We're going to talk about that you can give to your birth partner to massage during the actual labor to help ease and relieve the pain and the strong sensations, and also to encourage labor to keep progressing. So some of the molecules and the types of plants that we use actually work on helping dilation and helping keeping the whole flow of the hormones conducive to birth. So that's really interesting. You might have heard of clary sage. That's one of the popular ones. And perineal massage. So you can actually use these oils prior, like 3 weeks before. I'll talk about that soon. Prior to going into labor, to help to prepare the perineum. So that area between the anus and the vagina, all that skin there that stretches for the crowning of the head, we can help to prepare that and soften it, and create a nice blood flow in that area, so that when it's time to dilate and stretch, it's less likely to tear. So perineal massage is great, and then of course the benefits of healing afterwards are promoted. and made a lot better. And then lactation support. So lactation's like breastfeeding, nursing. So there's oils that you can use to increase and boost your milk supply, and there's oils that you can use to reduce. So you've got like an oversupply or you know, really sore, painful, engorged breasts, which sometimes happens. There's oils you can use for that as well. So wouldn't we all like to be in this beautiful bath? So as soon as you are pregnant, basically, you can start to use the oils to help to relax you. So have you ever loved the way, like you might smell something like an orange and it just makes you feel bright and happy? So different oils will make you feel different ways. So if you want to trigger a feeling of joy or peace or happiness, there's certain oils that you can do. You can diffuse, or you can massage, or you can add to your bath to help do this. So we're going to talk about those. First one is lavender essential oil. This is one that every mother needs in her oil kit. So for a first time user, just use a little drop, and you can add it to your bath water, or you can add it to a diffuser. So instead of getting candles, which have nasty toxins in them, which can be actually carcinogenic, you want to use just a cold air diffuser, and we'll talk about that a bit later. So you could have the lavender oil in that, and it's just made from the beautiful lavender flowers. It's one of the most popular, least amount of reactions. So most people can use lavender no problem, and you can even have it going in your house, and it's fine for babies to be around as well. So lavender is a fantastic one if you're first getting into oils. Okay, so it's working on Facebook now. Yay! Hi, Jackie. Also, I don't know where, I can't see it. Someone tell me where it is on Facebook. Okay. The other one that we can use is orange essential oil. And orange induces a feeling of joy in most people. So I use this a lot. I'm also a prenatal yoga teacher, so I often give my mums that come to do the class a little tissue with either a drop of lavender or a drop of essential oil on it, which is great. And it's a good way to start before you massage them onto your skin or put them in your bath, is just to sniff them. Make sure that you don't have any reaction. And then Peace and Calming is a beautiful blend from Young Living. So it combines a few different oils together, floral and grounding oils. And this is one that you can also use safely during pregnancy. So when you go into the Young Living website, I'm just going to click to show you quickly. You will see all the ingredients of everything listed. So this is Peace and Calming. So if you want to know what's in it, you can scroll down and you'll see a list of ingredients, which is here. So this Peace and Calming too has tangerine peel, so lovely citrus, orange, lang lang flower, patchouli, black spruce, vetiver, which is deeply relaxing, and bergamot, cassia, and divana. So there's a Peace and Calming 2 and a Peace and Calming 1. So Peace and Calming 1, let's just have a look. Peace and Calming oil blend. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one is actually probably the one that I would recommend to start with. And in this Peace and Calming 1, it's a bit less. It's a little bit less going on. So we've got the tangerine, the orange, the lang lang, the patchouli, and the blue tansy. So not the cypress. So I'll need to correct that. But yeah, Peace and Calming is a beautiful, relaxing oil that you can use. I'll just go back to this one. And the other one is Stress Away. Stress Away is a favorite of many, many parents, and they have it in their kit. And it comes, if you buy the starter kit that comes with Young Living, you can just straight away get the stress away out, especially if you've got kids, and add the little roller lid so that you can roll on like a perfume. So you can wear these as a perfume instead of wearing toxic chemicals when you're pregnant. Just wear these lovely oils and it will boost your immune system, make you feel calmer. Lovely way to go. So Stress Away is another one which you can look at and see what's in there. Or do you want to have a peek now? Okay. Where I cannot find myself on Facebook still, which is interesting. Okay, so Stress Away, if you have a look there, it's got a vanilla and lime scent, and also has lavender and cedarwood. So cedarwood is very grounding. So the oils that are from roots and trees tend to help us ground ourselves, connect us to that earthy feeling. Whereas citrus and vanilla, it's like lifts us up, makes us feel happy. So it's a nice balancing oil to take the stress away. Let's see what else we have here. So if you're chatting to me on Facebook, I'm sorry I can't see you. Okay, so this here, you can see this picture, is a diffuser. So notice there's no flame, there's no heating. So when we use oils, especially when we're pregnant, but just in general, you don't want to heat them up. You want to put them in a nice cold diffuser. And how it works is it's a little plate that jiggles, an ultrasonic ceramic plate. And when you put the oils in, it vibrates so fast that it sends the molecules of oil up with the vapor of the water into the atmosphere. So that's how it works. And yeah, the easiest way to enjoy oils is to just pour a little bit into your hand, rub your hands together and breathe it in. That's the first way. Or the first way is open the bottle. Second way, pour it into your hands, rub it together, give them a smell. And then the third way is you can add it into a diffuser and just have it puffing out into your room. Lovely to sleep with it. I use it for my children when they go to bed, especially if they've got stuffy or they have a cold. We put a nice respiratory boosting oil in their room. So there's ones you could use when you're pregnant if you have a cold as well. So instead of having to run and get pharmaceuticals, which often have side effects that you don't want, or you don't want to add any extra toxins into your body, you can use these beautiful plants instead. Yeah, it says take it easy, don't hyperventilate or anything. So when you first try oils, I should have brought a bottle here. I think I've got one just behind me. I'll grab it quickly. So this is peppermint. So when you first try oils, just take the lid off and just give it a bit of a smell from a distance. Don't like snort it. And then if that feels okay, then you could add a drop to your hand and just rub it around, and then cup your hands and take a breath in. So I'm just smelling peppermint, which is absolutely amazing. And that's the first way to get acquainted with oils. And then yeah, wash your hands, especially if the oil's not your favorite. And if you're going to use it on your body, you would dilute it with a vegetable or a carrier oil. So I just didn't need to smell it. But once you add it to your body, you want to blend it. Okay. Okay, good. I found myself. Yay. Hi, Jenny. Jenny's watching. And Alison, Carrie. Yay, I can see you. How exciting. Okay. So, yes, the diffuser is one of my favorite ways to introduce oil. So if you're a little bit nervous, you're pregnant, and you don't want to add it to your body, just start by adding it into your home and just add 1 or 2 drops, just so you get the feel for it. So a lot of these oils are perfectly fine when you're pregnant, but you always want to just go carefully. And I'll I'm going to refer to this book which Jenny, who's watching, sent me, Gentle Babies by Deborah Rayburn. So she talks about all the safety and all the information I've been gathering from here and from Young Living. So, but always do your own research as well. And if you want to, use filtered water, so you're getting that nice pure water with your oils rather than using dirty water from the tap, depending where you are in the world. Okay, so yes, it's an ultrasonic, the diffuser. This is the one that I have in my house, the Desert Mist diffuser, which I adore. It actually changes lights, so once a baby's born, you can put it on a nice soft light or a candle glow and have it in the nursery. And it adds like an element of light as well as oil diffusing. So you have light, you have scent, and it's really quiet. You can't hear it. It's beautiful. It's not going to wake baby up. And yeah, it also adds the added benefit of being a little bit like a humidifier. So you've got the oil sitting in water, so you fill the bottom part with water and add a few drops. This whole top part comes off. So inside there's water, and this bubbles up through the top. This comes out like looks like white smoke. This is the vapor. And then in countries like where we're using air conditioning and it's dry, it's adding that extra moisture into the air as well. So we know if we dry out, we're more susceptible to getting, infections and things. So it's lovely to get the extra moisture as well. And yeah, if you use a heat diffuser, which you're not going to use after listening to this, no more candles underneath oils burning. The oils burn way too fast, and they actually do burn. You'll smell them, and their actual properties are changed when they're heated up. So you don't want to use a candle underneath. There's a link to an article here where it shows that scented candles use paraffin, lead, benzene, toluene, chemicals that you don't want in your body, especially when you're growing a little baby. So this is a much safer and cleaner method. That's why I love essential oils and I love diffusing them. So when you put them on your body, let's just talk safety before we talk about the specific oils we can use when we're pregnant and giving birth. You want to dilute them with a carrier oil, and we use a vegetable-based oil. So it could be coconut, olive oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, argan, jojoba, an oil that's going to go into our skin and not block the pores, so nothing synthetic, nothing mineral-based like Vaseline. You want the pores to stay open and absorb all the oils, and then to let any waste product out. So use a vegetable oil. Young Living has a lovely one called V6, which is a combination of 6 different vegetable oils. And look for the dilution ratios. So don't just make it up. There are certain oils that you want to use, like 1 drop of oil, 10 drops of carrier oil. There's a ratio, so just be aware of that. Hi, Joy. So if you've just joined me, we're about to talk about what oils can we use to help us in our pregnancy and in our childbirth, to help us feel more relaxed, more happy, less pain. And I'm also going to talk about how to help with things like indigestion, heartburn, morning sickness, fluid retention. There's like an oil for everything. We have this saying, there's an oil for that. So, number 1, if you're feeling anxious and fearful, you can use essential oils to overcome these feelings of fear, to give you more courage. So one of my favorite ones is Valor, which is a combination of geranium, frankincense, blue tansy, and black spruce. So you can put this in your diffuser and just spend some time. I'm a yoga teacher as well, so I've got other videos on this, but you can spend some time just breathing, doing some lovely breaths, just getting back in touch with your heart, with your baby, breathing in the scent of the oil, and you will find that your anxiety level goes from way up here to down, and you feel a lot calmer. So they really work. They work on the limbic system, they work on the central nervous system. So Valor essential oil is a beautiful blend for that. If you have water retention, you know, cankles, we used to call them in Australia, like when your ankles get really full of fluid when you're pregnant, or you have really aching sore legs because there's fluid building up, you can use this beautiful massage blend. So you would get 2 drops of tangerine oil, 2 drops of lemon oil, 4 drops of cypress oil, 4 drops of lavender oil, and 3 drops of geranium, and then mix all these oils. So you can put it in a little bottle and then mix them with 2.5 tablespoons of almond oil and 1/2 tablespoon of jojoba oil. And then, you know, evening primrose oil, you can buy the capsules. You can just break open a capsule and put that in there as well. Then shake it all up and then rub it into your ankles, or get your partner to do it, into your ankles, your feet, and your legs. And then just lay there with your legs raised, and this will really help. So you want to massage towards the heart because we're trying to get all the fluid to return out of the body's waste system. So back out through the lymph and to just come out of the body through the urine and just to get it out. So this beautiful massage with these oils really helps with that. Hi Donna. There's an oil for that, said Jenny. Yeah. Jenny is like the queen of Young Living essential oils, who introduced me to it. And yes, there's definitely an oil for that. And you can just start with a couple of oils. You don't need to go all out and mix a million oils. But this blend here of, how many is it? 5 oils. They're all going to work together. And often when you add an oil to an oil, it increases the effect of the other oils. They have this beautiful, is it symbiotic, wonderful relationship where they really help each other to help you. So this is a good blend for water retention. If you've got a headache, so you don't need to be pregnant if you're watching this and you're not pregnant, we all get headaches. So you can gently massage some oil into your temples. And also another good place is the back of your neck. So you could get an oil like lavender, frankincense, or like my peppermint here. You can just put a drop in your hand and then add, like we would say, a 1 dirham size if you're in the UAE, so wherever you are, like just to fill your palm with a bit of a carrier oil. Remember, that's sunflower or coconut. Mix it together. They say go in a clockwise direction. This is the same way as our DNA spins. And then rub this on your temples. If you're using peppermint, don't go close to your eyes because peppermint's one of the hot oils. You know, when you brush your teeth, you get that cooling sensation. Peppermint's a bit hot. So peppermint, I'll just go on the back of my neck. Lavender and frankincense are great for your skin as well. So you could even go across the forehead and really rub it in. And Roman chamomile is great for that as well. So if I have a headache these days, I never go for the medicine cabinet. I go straight for my oil box. These are lovely ways that you know, when you're pregnant, you don't want to be taking Panadol and ibuprofen, even though a little bit safe. And you definitely don't want to be taking anything stronger. So you can just use these beautiful plant medicines as well instead, or first. Of course, if you continue to feel sick, go see your healthcare provider. But in the beginning, to help ease the headaches, to ease that feeling of tension, I always go to my oils, and that's as far as I need to go. I'm getting the benefit of the peppermint at the moment. Beautiful. Okay, so what about heartburn and indigestion? If you've been pregnant or you are pregnant, you might be struggling with that right now. I used to have it terribly. I didn't know about oils when I had my first 2 children, so I really struggled. So Copaiba Vitality is a wonderful oil that you can actually take. You can ingest it. You can put some on your thumb and press it up to the roof of your mouth, or you can rub it on the inside of your cheeks, or you can make a nice cup of tea out of it by adding it 1 drop into a cup and then a little bit of honey and then some hot water. Same with the Digize. So Copaiba is made from a tree, and it has a wonderful response to relax the whole body. So it will relax your digestive tract and help everything to ease down. And digest is like the miracle blend that I use in my family when any of us feel nausea or have any digestive issues. So let's just click on this and I'll tell you what's in it. So digest, so go over to the Young Living website here. It has tarragon, ginger, so we all know that ginger is recommended for pregnant women, peppermint, juniper, fennel. Just be careful of fennel if you've got a history of seizures, it's not recommended, but otherwise you can just start with a drop, make sure it's okay. And it's got lemongrass, aniseed and patchouli, and these all support the digestive system. So the vitality oils have been approved by the FDA to ingest. So you notice how the oils are called Vitality. They have a little white label if you're using Young Living and it says Vitality. This means they've been approved to actually go orally into you. So you can either add them into a capsule or you can put them straight in your mouth, or you can add them to your water or even to your meals. So also with Copaiba and Digest, you could massage them onto your belly. So you could add some carrier oil. Oh, that's my cat. Add some carrier oil and massage it onto your belly to help any feeling of heartburn or indigestion. So if you're pregnant, this might help. Okay, I'm gonna have to go pick up my cat in a minute. Hi, Cherise. Come here. Hang on a minute. Look at that beautiful picture. Here's my cat, Mongi. Hello. So if you're having trouble sleeping, this is a common one when you're pregnant, and I know maybe other people watching, you might be struggling with insomnia, especially with all the extra energy with the solar eclipses and everything in our environment at the moment. So you can diffuse lavender essential oil in your bedroom. Lavender is the go-to one here, but start at half an hour before you actually go to bed. So with your children as well, if you're using these oils, diffusing them in their bedroom, start the diffuser like 30 minutes before you're going to go into the bedroom so that the air is already filled with the beautiful scent. You can also use Peace and Calming and apply it to the bottom of your feet or your children's feet. So when you're pregnant, a nice safe place to put the oil is the soles of your feet, and just start with a little bit. And this is the same for little children. You can add it to the soles of their feet. And actually we have quite large skin pores at the bottom of our feet, so it is absorbed into the whole body. So it sounds strange if you're new to oils to say, wow, rubbing it on my feet, how's that going to help? But it really does. It goes into your body system and starts to work on the different parts of you that need a little bit of support. So Peace and Calming is a lovely one that we talked about before, a lovely blend of different oils. And Digest, which I talked about before, is really amazing. So you can also just add it to the insides of your cheek. It tastes a bit strong, so you might want to have a glass of water ready to chase it with. And you can also put thieves oil on the bottom of your feet if you are feeling sick. You have morning sickness, and this can help. So Digest, if any of us in our house are feeling nauseous, we just sniff it. So you might want to start just by inhaling. Then if that feels okay, you might want to massage a bit in the bottom of your feet, and then you might want to go to ingesting. So that picture there is a red, but the little one that is white is exactly the same ingredient inside if you're buying Young Living. Okay, so but to be safe, always look for the vitality if you're going to ingest it. Thieves essential oil, let me just show you what's in that. It's a really popular one, you might have heard about it. It's actually listed as an oil that kills bacteria and was used during the period of time where there was a plague in London, and this special recipe was used by the thieves that robbed the bodies, and it prevented them from catching the plague. So it has eucalyptus, rosemary, clove, lemon, and cinnamon. So it smells like Christmas. It's really beautiful. So thieves oil is a good one to go to for many, many things, and might help you if you're feeling morning sickness as well. So perineal massage, I was talking about this before. So if anybody wants directions, you can send me a message later. There's a certain way to do this. But if you look at the picture, see all this muscle, the pelvic floor and the skin around the vagina and the anus. So the baby's head's going to come out here, so it's going to stretch a little bit bigger, the entrance to the vagina, when you're crowning. But don't worry, it opens nice and gradually. And to help the circulation and the elasticity and to improve it all, it's really lovely. Some women like to do this, some don't, but you can do a perineal massage 3 weeks leading up to the birth. So you can add geranium, lavender, and mix it with some almond oil. And then gently using the thumbs, gently massage. You could add it to your bedroom routine, and it really does help. And I use this. I didn't have any tearing with 3 children. I know it's lots of other factors, but this definitely contributes to a nice healthy perineum. And then once the baby's born, you can add rose and frankincense oil as well to help with the healing. So a beautiful thing to make up a little bottle of this, have it in your room beside the bed, and just do a nice perineal massage. Of course, wash your hands, cut your nails, make it all nice and clean. You don't need to go in too far, just gently around the entrance, massaging the perineum and that skin between the anus and the vagina, all around there. Okay, now the men have stopped watching. Okay, hemorrhoids, it just gets better. Are you still watching? Have I lost people? Okay, hemorrhoid relief. So this is quite common in pregnancy and after the birth to have hemorrhoids. So you can use peppermint essential oil, helichrysum, geranium, and cypress. Mix it with the beautiful V6 vegetable oil, and then apply it to the hemorrhoids just gently. And I've read some wonderful stories of women who got rid of their hemorrhoids using this. It just depends on the type of hemorrhoids and everything, but this will definitely bring some pain relief and help to reduce them. So if you've got hemorrhoids, this is a good one to know. And now we'll talk about induction. So I am a big proponent of waiting until baby comes out, when baby is ready. It's normal, the due month is very normal, so from 38 weeks to 42 weeks, this is normal, even though many people think that 40 days is like when the toaster pops up and boop, baby should come out. So at least wait until 40 weeks before talking induction. The last month is when baby's brain does the greatest development and their lungs are getting ready to breathe. So we don't want to encourage babies out before they're ready, before they're cooked. So when you're ready and your doctor says it's okay, and you want to look at natural induction before going in for having oxytocin and syntocin and progesterone and all those artificial things put in your body, before going for a medical induction, you can look at just using some herbs and essential oils to support this. So clary sage is a very common one. You might have heard about it. And it's been used to help start labor post 40 weeks gestation by midwives and practitioners for years. And you can actually ingest just 1 drop every 15 minutes. You could make yourself a clary sage tea with some honey, or you could just put some inside of your cheeks. And you can also mix it with some beautiful lavender oil and massage it around the ankles. So there's these induction points around the feet which you can research, or you can ask me and I'll send you the information. So massage around these ankle points, put the clary sage there, and you can help perhaps to encourage your body to start labor. So there's other ways that you can help it kick off as well, which will be a whole nother slide. But as far as oils go, clary sage is a good one for that. So it's a great one to have in your birth kit. And to encourage labor to continue once you've started to dilate, you can use lavender again on your belly. You can apply peace and calming around your heart and solar plexus. And you can also diffuse lavender, jasmine, and peace and calming in the room. And Jenny's saying another great product for perineum prep and postpartum healing. Yes, Young Living has a spray, a Clariderm spray, which many women say is just the best. So Clariderm, have a look for that. Thanks, Jenny. That's a great one for the perineum to promote healing. Also for perineum post birth, let me know if you want to know how to add the oils onto sanitary pads and freeze them with aloe vera gel to make like padsicles. That's another good one. So you get the ice and the coolness plus the oils plus the witch hazel and aloe vera, and you can put that inside your pants and it just creates a nice healing for the perineum. So Clariderm, padsicles, all great. And again, you can use these beautiful oils in the birth room. So it smells divine, it's relaxing, and the nurses will be calm when they come in, or if you're in your home waiting to go in, it's a really lovely environment to set up. Of course, you're the pregnant person, so if any smell is off-putting to you, don't use it. But it's nice just to have them there because things change moment to moment. And if you're wanting to know if you like a scent before you put it in your diffuser, just add it to like a little tissue and just give it a sniff and see how that is. Yeah, amazing. Padsicles are amazing. Did I make yours? I did too, I remember now. Yes, I made Jenny some padsicles. It's my favorite new mum gift. Labor massage blend. So this one you can get your partner to be massaging into your back, lower back, and your feet and your ankles. So this one is suggested by Deborah Rayburn in that beautiful book, Gentle Babies. So she says 4 drops of helichrysum, fennel by 4 drops, but again, if you've got a history of seizures, avoid fennel. Peppermint, 2 drops, lang lang, 6 drops, and clary sage. So I often make this up. I don't often have the helichrysum, but I often make this one up with the other oils and give it as a gift to birth partners so that they can massage, and it makes such a big difference. As a doula, I use it as well. And often we don't need to go for an epidural or for anything stronger than the oils because it creates such a nice feeling of, it's almost like it blocks the nerve pathway that signals the pain and creates more of a pleasant distraction, as well as the oils acting on the body. Now my dog wants to go outside. We'll see if he stops barking. My goodness, the animal's behaving badly. So it says here, massage to the toes as well. And I heard the little fingers, so you've got reflex points here. But I wouldn't put that massage blend here on the front because this is where you want baby to come to, so you don't really want anything to interfere with that nice scent of your milk and just you. Okay, so have a look at this while I let the dog out, so I'll come back. Okay, real life. I'm gonna have to go again in a minute. However, I hope you had a look at this lactation support. So if you're nursing and you want to increase your milk supply, you can use fennel. You can actually make yourself a fennel tea, or just add the fennel 2 drops into some honey and eat that, and then wash it down with a glass of water. And also, you can put fennel in your lactation cookies, and my son makes brownies, we add fennel to that. So instead of using the actual fennel seeds, you can use the fennel oil. Yeah, it was Orlando. I'm gonna have to go again, my dog, and let him back in. And you can also, to decrease your milk supply, you can use clary sage. And they say you can also rub it onto your breast. So peppermint may actually reduce your milk supply, so that's why they say don't use a lot of that unless you want to bring it down. So depending on what's going on in your life, you might need to boost the milk supply, help get it going, or decrease it. So have a look at that recipe. I'll be back in a minute. Hi, Neil. Yeah, this is what happens when you make a Facebook Live and your dog needs to go to the toilet. Anyway, so we're talking about boosting milk supply. So if you're watching this and you're pregnant, remember the most important thing to do is to bring the baby to the breast as often as possible. And the more the baby nurses, this is what tells your body and signals to your breast to produce more milk. But if you're doing all of this and you need a bit of extra boost still, then fennel. Fennel is the magic essential oil to help with this. So you can also, because sometimes to get the letdown happening, which means that feeling where the milk starts to come down and you get that relaxed sensation for that to happen. If you're really tense and upset, it can be hard to get the letdown started. So it's also nice to diffuse stress away or joy, just to help to relax you. So you don't want anything too strong when you're with baby, because you don't want to interfere with the natural scent of you that baby loves. So you don't want to massage any oils around your breasts or anything unless you're trying to reduce the milk supply. You just want to have it maybe in the background, a little bit of joy or stress away diffusing. So let's see what's in joy here. Going over to the Young Living website, joy has lang lang, geranium, jasmine, rose, lemon and tangerine. So a really beautiful one that is very floral and can help you to relax as a new mum. So that's a nice one to know about as well. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about some important information before I finish. So the oils referenced in this presentation that I've been talking about are all pure, therapeutic grade essential oils produced by Young Living. So please don't just go and get any cheapo oil off the shelf and start making, ingesting it, because often the oils you get may have other things added to them, or they may not be as farmed and harvested as pure as Young Living. So do not use lesser grade oils, and always do a small sniff test. So you want to first smell them and just make sure that feels okay. And then before you massage them over your whole body, do a little patch test. So you can just put like a little bit of oil on this part of your wrist. And if you're a very, very sensitive person, mix it with the carrier oil and just check if there's any reaction and then use it. So don't just go, woo, I've got my kit, let's just put them all on me. If you're pregnant, just go very slowly, carefully, but know that they are safe and that they will actually help create a more beautiful experience for your pregnancy and your birth. And the reason why Young Living is safe and a really good one to use is because they go from the seed. So Young Living will actually look at the actual seed, how that is, how pure that is, all the way through to how they're harvested and how the plant is actually then taken and distilled. So they'll follow it the whole way through, and also they own a lot of the farms. So it's not just they get random farmers. So we know that the standard is really high. So be careful about the oils you use. And if you would like to begin to use oils, there's a great deal that most people that are new to oils benefit from. So this is the Young Living Starter Kit. So you will get, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's like 11 oils plus a diffuser, plus some beautiful Thieves products to try, and the Ningxia Red, which is like a beautiful red packed full of amazing stuff, juice to drink with goji berry. So you will get all of these. Hi Madhu, you need to get this for your niece. And then it's just a great way to start because you get all these little 5 ml bottles, you get the diffuser, and you can start your oil journey this way. So normally if you bought them all separately, it'd be like $400 US, and this way it's like 165. So if you're interested, let me know and I can help you order that kit. It comes from the US. So if you're in the UAE, they've been arriving fine, takes less than 2 weeks to get here, and it's a nice way to start. And the book you can order on Amazon. So a lot of the references I made, the recipes for mixing oils that I got today were from this book, Gentle Babies, from Deborah Rayburn. And there's also lovely ideas in there to help you with your babies and your children. So to help with colic and teething and all sorts of issues that you might come across after baby's born as well. And if you would like to order oils, there's a link to my website, which I'll post below on Facebook as well. Or feel free to WhatsApp me. I'm happy to chat to anyone that wants to know a bit more about the oils. So I hope you enjoyed this little chat. If you'd like to know more, I'm just going to check the Facebook Live now, see if there's any messages. You can rewind and watch this live from the start. I'm going to keep it here. I'm just so excited it worked. When I started, it was light, and now the sun's set and there's a call to prayer. So we were talking for a while. Hi, Gabby. I hope you found this interesting. So please share with any pregnant women that you know, or any doulas that might want to, or birth workers that might want to add oils into their what they use to support women through birth. Let me just stop my screen share so you can see me. Oh yeah, any questions? So if anybody's watching, send me a question. Thanks, Jenny. And I am happy to do another more in-depth class if anybody would like that. So just send me a private message. And I love talking about oils. They're like, I have like 50 in my house. I try new oils all the time. I massage my children at night with them before they go to bed. I wear at least 10 a day myself to help cope with my mood swings during this lockdown. And I have used them for many, many years to help with allergies and all sorts of things that I no longer need medication for. So yeah, not just for pregnancy, but for life in general. If you want to contact me about using oils, I am here. Okay, so let me just stop the sharing. Hey, it's me, Big. Thank you so much for watching me tonight, and I will be hanging around on Facebook to answer any questions. Love you. Take care of yourself. And remember that love is the answer. Whatever you're feeling, return to your heart, return to nature. And this is what these oils do as well. They return you to the natural medicine that we all need in our life. Going back to nature, going back to grounding, and going back to our hearts. Mwah. So I love you all, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, bye. Goodbye.